Right then, viewers, right, so we're on to the second part now, and we're moving on to the VCI DVD era now. Alright, so we're going to start over at the children's era bit first, and this one is called Brum, Kitten Rescue and Other Stories. Side, back. Right, and I will show you the disc. And there's the disc for Kitten Rescue. Now, and I remember getting that one on video when I was a kid, as I showed you about for my first VCI DVD update ago. And yeah, that was very good. Okay, moving on to the next one, and this is called The Very Best of Brum, over 1.5 hours of adventures. Here's the side, back. And here's the disc for The Very Best of Brum, which I got right here. Right, moving on to the next one, and this is The Crazy Chair Chase. That's another Brum DVD. Side, back. And here's the disc for Crazy Chair Chase. Right, last Brum DVD now, and this is Runaway Statue and Other Stories, and it also says first time ever on DVD. Well, actually, Airport was the first DVD to be released, if that was all mistaken. Anyway, here's the side and the back. And here's the disc for Runaway Statue. Now, and I already showed you about from last time, but I'm not going to bother to tell you that one. Right, moving on to the next one. This is the last children's one that I got, and it's called The Very Best of Thomas and Friends. That's Thomas the Tank Engine, by the way. Anyway, here's the side and the back. And here's the disc for The Very Best of Thomas and Friends. Now, that was from Shaw Trust, by the way, when I first bought it. Right, moving on to the next DVDs. And this is Clarkson, Head to Head, the best DVDs there is. That's something to do like special interest and cars, including special guest appearances by Colin McRae and Johnny Herbert. Anyway, here's the side and the back. And here's the disc for Head to Head with Jeremy Clarkson. Right, next one, and this is Clarkson's Top 100 Cars. Side and the back. And here's the disc for Clarkson's Top 100 Cars. Right, next one, and it's Shootout, Best Cars of 2003. That's 30 cars of it, by the way. Side, back. And here's the disc. Right, okay viewers, right, I've managed to close that one up now. Yeah, that was very tricky. Right, anyway, moving on to the next DVD. Jeremy Clarkson's Hot Metal. That's the DVD. That was the very first one, in which when I first bought it from Shaw Trust when it was wrapped up in cellophane. Very rare. Anyway, here's the side and the back. Anyway, and here's the disc for Clarkson Hot Metal. Right, moving on to the next one, and it's Black Adder, Back and Forth. Oh, it's got the Cavalier Years, a comic really special. Anyway, here's the side and the back. Oh, and here's the disc. Oh, and don't ask about the Cinema Club logo on there. Yeah, because you see, this one is like a re-release of this one. Right, never mind about it. Right, I'll put that over here. Right, moving on to the Father Ted DVDs, starting with the complete first series. There's the side and the back. And here's the disc for Father Ted, the first series. Right, moving on to the next DVD now, and this is called Father Ted Series 2 Part 1, and it's also got a Christmassy 10 on this one. That's a Christmas special, by the way. Anyway, here's the side and the back. Right, and I will show you the disc. Let's see, there's the disc for Series 2 Part 1. Right, next one, and this is Series 2 Part 2. This is Father Jack Creeley, by the way. That's Father Jack, really. Anyway, here's side, back. And here's the disc for Father Ted, Series 2 Part 2. Right, last two now, and this is the complete first series of Father Ted, with Mrs. Doyle, who always says, "Go on, go on." Yes, that sort of thing. Anyway, here's the side and the back. Right, and here's the disc for Father Ted, the complete third series. Right, moving on, and it's the very best of Father Ted. Now, I remember getting that one on video, as I showed you about from the last couple of months ago, and if you still want to check out the VHS opening and closing of Father Ted, the very best of it, look for that on YouTube. Alright, and here it is. Here's the side and the back. And here's the disc for the very best of Father Ted. Right, moving on to the next one, and it's the complete first series of Game On. That's with Mandy, Matthew, and Matt, I think. Anyway, here's the side and the back. Right, and I'll show you the disc. And see, there's the disc for Game On. Right, and moving on to the next one. And this is the best comedy that I've never actually watched yet, and it's called the complete first series of Jeeves and Wooster. That's right, something to do with the two troubled men. Anyway, here's the side and the back. Sorry about that. Anyway, here we go. Now, see, we got disc 1 and disc 2. Oh, this is a 1990 comedy, by the way, from Granada. Right, moving on to the next one, and it's My Family, the complete first series. And boy, everything's all complete first series. Some of them. Right, anyway, here's the side, back. And here's the disc for My Family, the first series. Right, moving on to the Royal Family next, and it's the Royal Family, the complete first series. And this is a rated 12 film, by the way, because it's not too much violent or anything. Side, back. And here's the disc for the Royal Family, the complete first series. Right, next one, the third series of the Royal Family. It's also got the Christmas special in this one. Side, back. And here's the disc for the Royal Family. Right, moving on to the next one. And it's the very best of the Royal Family. That's the best episodes that you get from series 1, 2, and 3. And a few Christmas specials. And anyway, here's the side and the back. And here's the disc for the very best of the Royal Family. Right, moving on to the last two now, and it's Ant and Dec's Saturday Night Takeaway. Side and the back. Right, and here's the disc. Right, last one now, and it's the complete second series of My Family. And this is a double DVD, which I'll show you. Side, back. And here's disc 2 and disc 1. Yeah, they are very special. So there you go, viewers. That was just the second part of the VCI DVD updated collection. Alright, and I will show you some more in the next part. So I'll see you then. Bye.